Hey, welcome to Sipper Social Club. I'm Jeremy, and today I have 5 non-age statement sherry bombs that I'm going to try to determine which one I think is personally my favorite. Let's introduce the contenders. Everyone knows this one, Aberlour A'Bunadh. This is one of the famous non-age statement sherry bombs that everyone knows and loves. This is batch 59, coming in at 60.9% ABV. Right behind it, let's go with the newcomer. This is the Arran. This is the Sherry Cask Strength, 55.8% ABV. Delicious stuff. Next, one that is maybe not as well known as it should be, the Edradour Cask Strength. This one coming in at... There's no ABV on this? Where's the ABV? I thought it was illegal not to have the ABV on this. Where's the tin? 57.8% ABV. We got ourselves an illegal bottle of Edradour. So I think that you can look up the ABV and find out the age of this, but in all due respect, this is a non-age statement bottle. It has nothing as far as information, age, anything like that on it. As far as I'm concerned, it's an NAS. Right after that, we have a very popular one, the Glenfarcals 105. So this says cask strength, but it's exactly 60% ABV. Another liar of a bottle, but we'll put it in the mix anyway. And lastly, of course, Macallan Classic Cut. This is the 2017 release, the first one that they did in replacement of their cask strength line. So we have 5 non-age statement whiskeys. They're all sherry bombs, all high ABV, cask strength. Some of them lie about it. I have them all poured out, all in random order. Got my water. I'm going to take some notes. I'm not just going to do this one time. I'm going to do this twice. So I'm going to go through, pick my favorite, then tomorrow I'm going to come back and do the exact same thing, because we all know that blind tasting does give you exactly what you want it to, which is a unbiased decision of what you prefer, but that's only just for one day. How many times have we had whiskey, gone back to a different day, thought completely different of it? So I'm going to do this 2 times around. If I get the same results, I'll be happy, and the consent will be my #1 choice, but if something changes, if I get a new winner, I will run it through a 3rd time. And then a 4th, and okay, I'm just going to do it 3 times if I need to, and we'll determine which one I think is the best NAS Sherry Bomb whiskey. Let's get at it. Alright, got my notes. I'm going to take some notes going through this. I'll edit this out so it's pretty quick going through. I'll just say a couple things about each one and then give you the results at the end. Alright, glass 1. Let's see what we got. So, fairly faint on the nose, but you do get lots of like sherried fruits as you'd expect. I'll probably say that a lot during this. Raisins, plums, figs as you'd expect. Maybe a little bit of chocolate in there. So pretty nice on the palate. Nice chocolate note on the finish there for sure. Some nice red fruits, typical sherry notes. As far as heat is concerned, not too bad. It's fairly, I don't want to say mild, but it's timid. It's palatable for sure. So nothing like sharp alcohol notes coming out on that. Let's move on to the next one. So this one, maybe a little more citrus on the finish. Again, those like dates, very, very heavy raisin note. Pretty mild on the nose. Definitely have to revisit this one. Maybe a little bit of like chocolate fudge on there. The finish on that one is really nice. Very, very good. Let's go glass 3. Oh, it's got some nice like spiciness to this one. It's really nice. Really nice nose. It's probably my favorite nose so far. Let's go palate. That's delicious. This is delicious on the finish. Love it. It's got nice spiciness. Again, of course, those sherry notes that you expect. Maybe a little bit of Christmas cake thing going on with this one. Delicious. Absolutely great. Alright, glass 4. Oh, man. Another amazing nose. I mean, doing this is so fun. I love doing, like, just tastings where you're just drinking delicious whiskey nonstop. Yeah, so the nose on this one, Get some like some orange peel, a little bit of chocolatey note in there. Lots of spice. This one probably the most intense on the nose so far. Great. Let's go palate. On the finish, I'd say has the most vibrancy. Lots of power for sure on this compared to the others. The spiciness, the very subtle, creamy kind of texture to this. Very viscous. Lots of viscosity. I think this one might be my favorite so far. Let's go one more. All right, glass 5. So good. Love the nose on this. Pretty similar to the last one as far as like that spice level, the sherry notes. Maybe not as much citrus on this one. Man, that's good. That is really, really nice. Maybe a little bit of like a charred oak note to that finish. A little bit like barrel char, perhaps. So first sip on each of these. I like all of them. I think that the first glass wasn't necessarily my favorite of the bunch. It seemed like they got better as we went along. I think glass 3, 4, 5 were probably my top 3 on first sip. I'm going to drink some more water, go through them all again, write down maybe some more stuff, and then I will pick my favorite. Alright, so I've gone through, done another nosing and tasting, wrote down maybe a couple more notes. I think I've got it narrowed down to 2. So starting with glass 1, I thought this one was kind of like the more subtle, not too much complexity to this one. I think that this is probably my last place as of right now. The second one, definitely love like the fudge kind of element to this, but as far as like viscosity and complexity, it wasn't kind of on par with the rest of them. The third glass, love the finish on it, really nice like kind of orangey citrus note to it as well. But glass 4 and 5, this is when we got to the nice like gooey, high viscosity sherry bombs that I absolutely love. So definitely down between glass 4 and glass 5 for me. I think that glass 4 had the best nose out of all of them, but I think I'm gonna have to give it to glass 5 as my favorite. So let's go in order. Glass 5 is the winner. Then I would go glass 4, then 3, then I would actually, you know what, I would probably go right in order as these are. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's how I would put them. Yeah, I think that's probably right. So, you guys obviously know which one I have chosen, but I'm going to do the reveal. So let's go last. Alright, so let's go with the winner, and then we'll reveal second place. So the winner was the Aberlour, the A'Bunadh. I mean, and that makes this one the Edradour. So yeah, definitely between the Edradour and the A'Bunadh takes it. This was not an easy decision, but I do love this batch. This is batch 59. Definitely one. Actually, you know what? This has probably been the best batch I've tried. Maybe this and one other one. I've maybe tried a handful of batches of A'Bunadh, maybe like 5, 6 different ones. This batch 59 was very, very good. I've reviewed this one before too. You can check that out in the archives. But yeah, between this and the illegal bottle of Edradour, I mean, these ones had the most viscosity. They were the most like gooey, kind of gummy, really thick, heavy sherry that I really, really like. So there it is. The A'Bunadh takes it, Edradour a close second. This one's going to be tough because I think if I go through this again, you know, it might be something different. The Macallan performed pretty well. This 2017, I think this is the highest ABV, 57.4. I thought that the 2018 I liked it a little bit more maybe than this one, but that would be a good head-to-head, all the Macallans. Check out Rob Whiskey in the 6. He reviewed all the classic cuts, and he picked his favorite. Glenfarcals 105, you know what, it's a decent whiskey, but compared to these other heavy hitters, it just did not stand up, in my opinion, at all. So tomorrow I will do this again on a fresh palate, and we'll see if we get the same results. Stay tuned to that. Alright, so it's the next day. I poured all the whiskeys again, random order, got my water, got my notes ready to go. So again, same process, I'm just going to go through, taste, and pick my favorite. Start with glass 1. So, went through a second time. I gotta say, all these whiskeys are really good. I really do enjoy each and every one of these ones. I think for me, what I'm looking for in a sherry bomb is that high viscosity, the richness, that really like bold flavor, without getting to the point where it's like a harshness. I think the balance is like really important when you're drinking an NAS whiskey that is most likely younger in age. How well can the balance come through with all like the bold notes, and how does it balance out that harshness, young alcohol note? So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Some of these definitely hit all those check marks for me. So let's go through it. So glass 1. So I thought this one had some nice citrus in it, really nice sherry. The oak was decent, but yeah, a really good pour. The second one, a little more bland, I thought, but it didn't have some decent kind of chocolate notes. The oak note wasn't really super loving it. Glass 3, really liked. Super high viscosity, citrus, nuttiness. It did have a good balance. I thought there was just a tad maybe alcohol note in that one, but otherwise really good. Glass 4. This one did have that like zingy kind of finish, which I didn't get in any whiskey yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see what that one is. I thought this one was maybe a tad thin compared to some of the rest of these, but a great pour. And then the last one definitely had the most viscosity, and I think the best balance between boldness, overall roundness, good spiciness. The red fruits were all kind of well intact in glass 5. So as far as like ranking these, I'm going to start with my least favorite 5th place. I think I'm going to go with, I think glass 2 was my least favorite because I didn't really feel like I was loving the oak note on this one. So glass 2 with my last place, and that's the Arran. Okay, so a little different than yesterday. So that's my 5th place. I'll just write that down. 5th place Arran, which is glass 2. 4th place, I think I'm going to go with glass 4 for my 5th place finisher, and that was the Glenfarcals. So weird, the Glenfarcals, this was tasting way better, not way better, but better today, in my opinion, than it was tasting yesterday. I think yesterday I picked this as my least favorite. Today it bounces up one, and I think the Arran and them switch spots. So that brings me to my 3rd favorite, and that's going to be glass 1. I think I know what this is. The Macallan. Yep. So yeah, I did get that citrus note in there that sometimes you pick up in Macallans. Great stuff. I think this is actually a really good bottle. 2017 release. I'll have to go back and visit 2018 because I thought the 2018 I liked more. I'll have to go revisit it because this was drinking really nice. I do like this one quite a bit. So that's coming down to the Aberlour A'Bunadh and the Edradour. Again, coming down to the viscosity, which is it's noticeable with these 5. You can definitely tell which 2 have the highest viscosity, in my opinion, were these 2. So I think I'm going to pick my winner. It's glass 5. So yesterday I picked the Aberlour A'Bunadh for my winner. Is this the Aberlour? It is the Aberlour. There you go, folks. Consistency from day to day. I picked the Aberlour A'Bunadh yesterday as my favorite. I'm picking it again today. 2nd place, and a close runner-up is the Edradour. Really good stuff. But this A'Bunadh Batch 59, absolutely great stuff. Great value as well. One of the best buys here in Ontario at the LCBO, right around $100. You could not go wrong with this. So if you see Batch 59 out there in the wild, without a doubt, pick it up for a good price. So there you go. My favorite and the best NAS Sherry Bomb, the Aberlour A'Bunadh, in my opinion, closely followed by the Edradour. But all great stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you had to pick from this lineup, what are you choosing? And what did I leave out? What's a good NAS non-age statement sherry bomb that you think can compete with these whiskeys? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.